What's Morbid Gamers? I'm Patrick with Archives Media, and this is Archives Podcast episode 54. This week, we're going to be talking about 343 Industries, Fallout 5, and Internet Explorer.
It is your main man, Mizzix, coming back at you with another one.
Another one.
And your boy Wenzel. So I want to talk about 343 doing some,
Of course.
some head ass.
What'd they do this
activities.
time?
So we were
The fact that I have to say, what did they do this time?
Juneteenth is a U.S. holiday
Oh,
that commemorates the end
mhm.
of slavery. But so they released an armor set and a couple things for it. I don't know who Bonnie Ross is, but she's someone important at 343. The second color palette available for the nameplate was named Bonbo.
Bonobo.
Bonobo.
Nobo.
Same difference.
Had to call in the English expert for that
Yep,
one.
yep. It's a type of great ape. So,
Which,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Could you imagine being this
The only-
big ass company and pulling something stupid like this?
the only reason I'm
Yeah.
not more surprised is because I also read this article. I was going to talk about this, but oh my god.
Yeah.
They could.
That's a big oopsie.
That's like a colossal
That
level.
is a mega fuck up.
And the streamers stated it is the fastest fix they have ever seen in a game. I think they said it was fixed within
It
hours.
seems.
Which makes
What is it called now? Do you know?
I do not.
I think they changed the name to Freedom.
I hope you're being serious.
I'm pretty sure it's changed to Freedom.
Let's go from racist to freedom. Good move. Good job, 343. So proud of you. When do I get Forge mode?
Yeah, it is called Freedom. That is what it's called, is Freedom.
Do I get Forge mode?
Yeah, no.
Now that
Instead,
you
they're trying to
fucked
sell
up,
you color palettes with racist.
Dude, they need the racist color palette money to be able to fund Forge mode. Don't you guys know that? It wasn't.
Obviously.
Yeah, I was about to say it wasn't the $60 you spent for the game. Never mind.
I mean, if you bought the campaign, actually was the campaign
Yeah.
$60?
It was.
No way you're gonna charge me $60 for a campaign.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
The multiplayer is free.
You
Yeah.
are going to show
You
me.
can
that-
you can see where the company's priorities are at. You're correct.
I might have paid $60 for the Halo 3 campaign, but I'm
Yeah.
nothing much after that.
Would you pay $60 for Halo 2 campaign?
Ooh.
You talk about Halo 2 Anniversary or just like the original Halo 2?
We'll go with Anniversary.
Yeah, I paid for that.
That's the Halo Anniversary, the remastered one, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it took like a 10-year-old Halo 2. They
Yeah,
updated
they
the graphics
updated.
and then they fucking threw it. And you had the online mode. I think you had Forge too.
Does
So
which is the one that? Oh, the Master Chief Collection has everything.
yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say one of you guys, or maybe it was Brooks. One of you guys bought that for me, and that was pretty
Yeah,
sick.
and that's baller.
Yeah, you get every game. It's so sick.
I think it's
Yeah.
everything up to Reach.
I
Four?
think it's no. I think they update it as you go along. I think Halo 5's included. I could be wrong, but I think Halo 5's
That
included.
would be cool.
I never played Halo 5. I should, dude. I'm gonna have to check that out.
I could be wrong. Maybe it's like a future plan, but I'm
What's
pretty
the-
sure they were gonna include that at some point.
Halo 5 is Guardians, right?
Yes.
Halo 5 Guardians. Okay. I was
That's
gonna say, I
correct.
have this.
I think
thought
what
in my head,
they,
but I don't
they
know why.
introduced a bunch of new guns in that one.
They did a
Dude,
couple
I was
guns, but they also
playing,
introduced some new guns in Halo 4. Because I like the Saw. That was a good gun.
Which one is the Saw
It's a light machine gun.
in Halo 4?
Yeah,
That is.
I like that gun.
I think also added the
Images.
rail
Let me
gun.
see. Oh yeah, this one is cool. I don't remember much of Halo
I thought the
4, but
oh no, I think you're right. I think the railgun was new.
Just moving on to more goodies. So I recently was watching a let's play of a game that was 100% story based. Like you make decisions as you go along, and there's very
Mhm.
so
little.
it's like a So is it like the Telltale games where it like changes based on every decision, or no?
Yeah, but it's horror based and is like AAA title graphics. So it's
Oh,
essentially a movie.
oh,
Okay.
And it got me thinking: is a good story in a game important anymore?
Depends on the game.
depends on the game. Like people aren't really playing Call of Duty for story mode anymore. So I'm
Yeah,
pretty
the
sure
Call of
that
Duty could just not include it.
it doesn't have story mode anymore, does it?
I know there was one game they just skipped over it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wasn't that like a pretty recent thing. They just was like,
Yeah.
yeah, what?
They
No.
just said no one's really playing this for the story, so we're not going to waste our time on it, but we're going to include. I think it was probably the new Black Ops.
You are correct.
Like I
Yeah,
remember Black Ops 1 had a pretty good story. Black Ops 2
yeah.
was Modern
You were
Warfare
on a
2.
horse? Hold on. Black Ops 2 was definitely better than Black Ops 1 story.
No,
Yes.
No.
My man's
That
on a horse?
you just like horses.
What? No, 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 no.
you're a
You get to
horse
make
girl.
decisions. You get to make decisions in the game. You're not just on rails anymore. You get to pick who to save.
I don't remember the Black Ops 2
Yeah,
story very well, I guess. Maybe
I
I'll have to
remember
go
Black
and
Ops One way more.
yeah, Black Ops 1 was good. Obviously Modern Warfare 2 was fucking legendary.
Can't wait for that
Um
remaster.
what was Modern Warfare 3? I don't remember if the story was any
You
good.
know they remastered that, right?
What?
Modern Warfare 2.
No, it hasn't come out yet, has it? I thought we
No,
talked
no, no.
about this like
That's so. Hold on. They
didn't we talk about
remastered
this
the
last
campaign of
week?
Modern Warfare 2. But this is a new Modern Warfare 2 they're making.
When
Oh,
does the campaign come out?
It's been out for like a year and a half.
What?
Yeah, you can play the remastered one.
this is
Where?
And it
confusing
was a
as
big
fuck.
deal. Battle.net?
Modern Warfare 2. It might be on.
Jeez.
It's on BattleNet.
Dang. Okay, well,
This is unbelievable.
man, I don't do that. You know, why are you acting like you're surprised?
I'm wondering what the difference is.
That's what I'm thinking about now too.
What if we
Because I
got
get
the?
when Modern Warfare, the 2019 one came out, they took out the 4 in the title. It doesn't look like there's any difference, if I'm being honest.
Wait, what?
Oh,
What do
it's
you
2
mean?
lines instead of a 2. I get it.
So what is it? Just a continuation of the story? No, because we got that in MW3.
I think the story wrapped up in MW3. I think these are a prequel, aren't they?
That would be kind of sick.
Yeah, I think they are. Like the 2019 Modern Warfare, wasn't he Lieutenant Price?
I think you're thinking of
Are you talking about Modern Warfare, the first one when they remastered it?
No,
They
the
remastered the
first.
first. They remastered
No,
Modern
no, no,
Warfare,
no,
didn't
no, no,
they?
no, 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 no. I'm talking the
You're
2019 Modern Warfare. I'm pretty sure he was Lieutenant Price in the story mode. Let me check the Wikipedia.
I think I'm looking at it. It's just price.
Place in several days. Um,
yeah. This is Call of Duty 4 remastered, is it not?
the 2019?
Yeah.
No, not at all. It's a whole new game. Because they remastered it when Advanced Warfare came out, and like the sales skyrocketed because you had to buy it to get Call of Duty 4 remastered.
Okay, I just was confusing those two products then.
It is indeed
Yeah.
a sequel.
Okay.
Oh, is this a sequel?
It is a sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare.
Oh, well, I know that. I was saying, what's 2019 Modern Warfare? Is it a prequel? I think it is. I could be wrong though. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm fairly certain it is because I think at the end that's when they formed Task Force 141.
Right after you kill Shepard.
That's it. It's on site now, man. Like I can't talk to you anymore. It's
It's
we
gonna
have to
be
go.
it's gonna be a
The
schmoop.
no the 2019 Modern Warfare campaign was one of the best ones in years.
Okay, I haven't played it.
Yeah,
but
no, it's better than like I don't know, probably better than Modern Warfare 3 campaign.
I don't even remember Modern Warfare 3
Okay,
campaign. I don't
exactly.
think.
You got me looking up 2019 Modern Warfare 3.
What are we talking about?
Call of Duty?
That's a good
343, because I said pay $60. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
We were talking about 343
Yeah.
and their racist skin.
Oh, no. We
Okay.
were talking about the importance of stories in games.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
gotta know if
depends.
this
It
guy was
depends on the
Lieutenant
game.
Price.
I think that some of my favorite games also had a good story. Like Fallout New Vegas, pretty damn good story. Fallout 3, pretty damn good story. By the way, I'm gonna circle back to Fallout 3 in just a second.
Okay.
Yeah, Halo 3, amazing story. Halo 2,
Mhm.
like Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, all great
Rust.
stories in my opinion. Rust, terrible story mode.
This NPC just keeps coming outside my house and calling me slurs.
Calling me,
Who coded
yeah.
this?
Fallout 3. I'm pretty sure that I saw somewhere that Fallout 3 is getting remastered. I'm 90% sure of this.
This sounds
I
familiar.
feel like I would've heard
One of
of
my
this.
friends like retweeted something. Let me see if I can find it. Oh no, he just said Fallout 3 remastered 8 times and tweeted it. Okay.
Probably during
I
the
don't-
Bethesda Xbox conference. I mean, New Vegas is technically being remastered. Do you chumps not know about that? Project Mojave.
Oh, I thought it was an official one. Never mind.
I mean, it partly is. The guy who's been
partly.
developing it was hired by Bethesda to
I
continue
see.
working on it. But I'm assuming that's just so they can have their hand in it.
Probably.
So they can turn around and be like, hey, you owe us 50% of the profits. Will we ever see it in our lifetime? Probably not.
No.
Moving on to the
You know what
Yeah,
else?
I think Task Force 141 was created at the end of the 2019 Modern Warfare campaign, so it makes it a prequel.
You're still
I've
on
know
been
what-
researching that.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what else we probably aren't ever gonna see in our lifetime?
RuneScape 2?
Well, they're on RuneScape 3, so I think at some point, probably 2 came out if I was a betting man.
It's just what the government wants you to think. But what will we not see in our lifetime?
Fallout 5.
I really thought you were about to say the outro.
I really thought you were going to say we're not going to see an outro. I was like, it's a short episode, I guess.
12-minute episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
Oh.
Dude. Somebody is gonna talk about Fallout 5, but
I am.
Yeah, I've got one more thing. And it's
jump in. Let's get it. Let's hit it. Let me hear it.
Starfield.
Oh,
Okay,
this
okay.
we might have looked at the exact same articles.
Mine's about 6 articles smooshed into one. Because I wanted to make sure they were claiming the right things at the right times. So they're breaking some in-game records.
Ooh, okay, maybe this isn't that.
Oh, no. Don't tell me
such
that.
as
Don't
the
tell me that.
largest like city town you can go into in game.
Oh, so
That's
you're
not too
gonna
bad.
tell me that I gotta run all the way from one side of this fucking
Yeah.
thing to the other for a fetch quest?
That's
No
what-
thanks.
He said it will take you 15 minutes to get from one side of town to the other.
No thanks.
Yeah,
Am I flying or am
No,
I
Like
driving?
what? It's
You're
just a bunch of fucking empty building. Like, oh look, that's NPC
Yeah.
Tony's house. That's NPC Bob's house. Who fucking cares?
Are they going to have supply shortages and I got to check all the fucking ammo shops to get the ammo I need? Or
Probably.
Dude,
One
Man,
side of town is like Detroit, the other side
Yeah.
is Hollywood.
I gotta go to the nice side of town to get these
Yeah.
fucking laser bullets. God damn it. Gotta watch out for my roaming squad of street gang stormtroopers when I go over here.
It's like walking into Freeside. No?
Jesus Christ. I
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
I played New Vegas.
But it's gonna have mod support and DLC.
Yeah, better. That's how the game becomes workable.
Well, it's one of the things Mr. Howard said is Skyrim is only alive still because of mods.
Yeah, you got that right.
It's like 10. It's been going for 10 years. People put it down and they come back when new content is released by the mod community.
That's facts.
Then I was like, wow. A big person in a company acknowledging their thing is only successful at this time because of other people. What a wild coincidence. Let's take some guesses at how long you think the main quest line for Starfield is going to be.
Multiplayer as well, or only single player?
We're talking single player. You start the game and you only do main quests.
I'm gonna say 10 hours. I could probably get it done in 10 hours, despite what you're about to tell me.
I feel like the fact that you're asking makes it like, I don't know, call it.
It's probably gonna be some ridiculous number, and
I want to say like 100, but I feel like that's way
I'm
too
gonna tell
fucking
you
much.
it's 20% more than Skyrim and Fallout 4.
Put together, or
Okay,
just
so about 10
respectively?
hours.
If you can beat Fallout 4 in 10 hours, I'll give you a cookie.
If you tell me start to
Fallout
finish,
4
no
main
bullshit, main quests only,
quest
10
line.
hours.
Yeah, according to this Reddit, it says 6 to 8 hours for main quest.
Well, then Mr. Howard
That's
here is
what I'm
not
saying.
good at math.
Because I think I remember. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain when Skyrim came out, they said there's 100 hours of story here, and I think that's I'm reading every fucking book. Every NPC that sends me on some random fetch quests, I'm doing it, and I'm reading every book there. If you just tell me like I'm just trying to get the story of the game, 10 hours, and I think that's reasonable.
So what would you
Jesus.
say if I told you 30 to 40 hours?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
not. Wait, 30 to 40 hours for what?
To finish the
content?
main quest.
Oh,
With Starfield?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, sure.
20% more than Skyrim?
That's what Todd Howard says.
Okay, well, I think me and Todd Howard disagree on what we consider content, then. This is what I think is happening here.
By the way, just really quick, speaking of compressed content, I just Googled the Fallout 4 speedrun world record.
Mm-hmm.
Any guesses?
12
I'll
minutes?
say it's sub 15 minutes, I'll say.
I
That's
said
it.
12 minutes. That was my first.
I'm going with 3.
11 minutes, 12 seconds.
Hey, man, I was pretty close.
By user Tomato Anus, in case you guys were curious.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're not getting any story. You're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
in a
what it can
speedrun?
technically be. Yeah,
Or
exactly.
in the... Oh, yeah, no, you're just...
You're doing all these kinds of glitches. I'm not doing that the first time I'm playing a game. I'm playing it.
Oh, no, I know. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be able... You wouldn't know how to do that the first
That
time.
too. Yeah.
That's why I think he's getting this 30 to 40 hours is like,
Oh, yeah, if you're taking your time playing it like an RPG game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I very rarely read all the notes and the books and shit like
no.
that.
Very
If there's
rare.
like a voice log, like in BioShock, there's the little voice memos.
Yeah,
I listen to
I like
those.
that.
I like those.
I don't
But
wanna
yeah, I don't like.
I'm not
to
reading
lead,
nothing.
not to read.
Yeah, I even like reading, but not trying to explore dungeons and caves and shit.
You know, there was one story mode or one story quest. It's not a main quest, but I was just absolutely blown away. I forget. I think it's the Mages Guild. I could be wrong, or maybe
This
it's
for Skyrim.
yeah. Like I was sent somewhere. Someone died with a note, or they gave me a note or whatever. But it had like a wax stamp, and like because I opened it and read it, the guy I gave it to knew I read it and mentioned it, and I was like mind blown when it came out.
I like small details like that in video games.
Yeah. Because they told me not to read it, but I like opened it up and read it anyway.
It's one of those like super small details
Yeah.
that you as a player won't think about until they're like, "Hey,"
Hey man, you read the note. What the hell?
and you open it up and it's gonna be something stupid like
Yeah, it wasn't that interesting, but
Big Bertha is selling bread.
it was
for
a little
50 cents
interesting.
next week. I'm excited for Starfield.
yeah.
One of the things that kind of annoyed me is the flying mechanic for like going to planets. You're not going to be able to just like randomly hop between whatever planet you want to,
Good.
because he was like it's not going to be like No Man's Sky where you want to go to a planet, you just fly there.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I imagine there'll be some kind of a
Level lock.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of annoying because then if you
What's
get
it do?
what if you get a quest that you have to go to this planet but you can't go there yet?
Hey man, you're gonna have to live your shit up.
Yeah.
You know, I know in older games, like Morrowind. I don't think in Oblivion, but in Morrowind, I know they'd be like, if you're trying to do the main quests, they'd be like, "Hey man, you can't do this shit. You gotta level up."
I like that.
And I think it kind of seems like it's the same mechanic.
That would
Hey
be
man, you
nice.
can't just go to, you know,
Tajikistan.
yeah, exactly. You gotta level up. You gotta join SEAL Team 6. You can't just join the Bin Laden raid. You know, you gotta go through years of training before we let you in here.
Yeah. I do like the. Have you guys watched any of the videos on it? I'm gonna assume so.
No, I have not yet.
So you get to your ship is 100% customizable.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, hold on. I've heard something about this.
How many
Yeah.
flying dicks through space you think there's going to be?
A lot. But it's also shareable. So like you can go to like the community made ships
Oh,
Uh-oh.
and
like, hey, check out my ship.
yeah, pluck one out and you can fly it
Ooh,
if you can afford it. Um and one of the blueprints they showed there was pelican parts.
like for Halo?
Yeah.
You
Yo.
know,
So
hold on. I'm getting a little skeptical here. Do you guys remember what Todd Howard said about Fallout 76? I'm not gonna be so quick to trust Todd this time around, you know?
how dare you speak ill of our Lord and Savior?
And it just works.
You're going across the
Nothing
river.
works. No. I bet you're gonna pre-order this game.
Are you not?
No.
You know, where do I pre-order this at? One of these days, pre-ordering something will pay off.
You know, I'm not. There is one thing I do miss about old RPGs.
What's that?
So nowadays, it's like, if you become like the leader, or if you become super cool with some faction, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you gain like faction reputation. Everyone knows who you are because you saved the cat from the tree or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like the enemy of the faction that you're super cool with. Now they don't like you, right?
Yeah.
I don't I don't get how they would know that. Quite frankly, like, am I walking around with a bumper sticker with my faction affiliation on it? You know?
Yeah,
Bumper sticker
yeah,
on the horse.
that's what
Yeah. So
happens.
that's what grinds my gears. Cause like in Skyrim, like you'll do some of the Civil War quests, right? And then all of a sudden the other side hates you, and it's like, dude, how does this random guard in this rando town on this rando patrol know who I am? Like, they don't even have photographs in these days. How does this guy know who I am? I'm not wearing their armor.
Spies, man. Like, yeah,
And then like, how's this rando dude? Like, he's just some peon.
Well, in Skyrim, they just got to be like, hey, the Dragonborn is on the other side.
yeah. But
Well,
even then, if you're just walking around, like, how do they
who's the
know?
Dragonborn?
Yeah, if you're just some random dude who, yeah, I don't know.
Same.
That's
Yeah, exactly.
like, as far as they're concerned, you're literally just
You're just
another
some
random
rando.
motherfucker in some
Yeah.
cool armor walking past.
That's fair.
And how many like kings and random lords they probably get doing that?
Yeah.
The Thalmor
That grinds my gears.
gears have been ground.
Yeah, exactly. Because in Morrowind they don't do that. So,
It turns
which
out
makes sense.
I cannot pre-order Starfield.
Good.
Uh,
Hopefully Microsoft can save you from yourself.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably not.
No.
I
And-
can't do it
hold on.
because it
I
doesn't
wonder
have
if
a
it's going to
release
come
date.
out on Xbox Game Pass.
Maybe.
That would be baller.
Its release date is 2023. So.
Never
6
too
months.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So in 2024 you could probably buy it.
Yep. It'll be delayed.
Of course.
I am out of things,
So-
so moving on.
In my first related topic, Todd Howard announced that Fallout 5 would be coming out after Elder Scrolls 6. My question for y'all is, where do you guys want a Fallout game? I've got a couple cities I have in mind, but I think there's a lot of opportunity for some cool locations.
I think it would be cool to leave the United States.
Okay, I would like to see what's going on in some other countries, but I don't think they would do that.
Like, drop me in Paris.
Yeah, it would be
Or like
cool.
yeah, somewhere in Germany or like some like major non-American metropolitan center.
Yeah,
Russia.
okay. That would be pretty cool if they put you in Moscow. Because we don't know how the rest of the world ended up.
No, we
Yeah, that's very true.
just knew there was a nuclear apocalypse.
Somewhere in China, maybe, or yeah,
Yeah.
Moscow, something like that.
I feel like most people don't know enough about China to really give a rat's ass about.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like we,
I'm just like somewhere
But
that.
I would like to know what's going on over there at least.
well, we got to
Because
see
I was,
some of China in Fallout 4 with
yeah,
the sub.
I would like to see. I'm thinking like Phoenix, or maybe like
What about like Dallas?
Albuquerque. I was gonna say Dallas. That'd be pretty cool. Like or like
Hmm,
Texas, because then you could have like the Alamo.
that would be cool. Go to the
'Cause those
Alamo.
historical sites are pretty cool. Like the the National Mall in Fallout 3, that was super cool.
Yep.
So if they got like some historical sites or whatever, that'd be dope.
What about one in D.C.?
What?
Washington D.C.
There,
Oh, I'm dumb. Fallout 3.
gosh. I was like,
Uh, yeah, good joke,
I
Wenzel.
was
Good
also
joke.
thinking
Good
New
joke.
Orleans would be cool.
Yeah. Florida.
Yeah.
There's a
They had a
new
really big DLC.
new
Or not
drug
DLC, mod for Florida.
for Fallout 4.
Miami would be cool
Ooh.
because they got all those like little islands or whatever.
Would you want to see a vehicle in Fallout, like one you can actually use?
I'm kind of torn on it, honestly. It would have to be like a very late game item.
Or like you faction up with the Brotherhood of the Steel, and they're like, "Hey, congratulations, we're gonna give you a personal helimagoctor to fly around in."
Well, that's the thing is, I don't think I would want a flying machine. That would be too ridiculous.
You'd want like
But
a shitty car.
that's they. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it. Because like on one hand, it's like once I'm like level 50 and I'm just wrecking fools, like this whole walking thing just ain't the move, honestly. And fast travel's kind of, I don't know, borderline. You're taken away from the game,
Yeah.
borderline. But then it's like, okay, well I can walk all the way to the other side of the map,
What
or
if
I
you
can
had like a
fast travel.
horse?
I was thinking horse, but
But you had to like
I
keep
don't
it
know. Then
fed and
you,
whatnot, and
yeah, you got to keep it fed and stabled, and it's like, how come I'm the only motherfucker with a horse? And how come no one else in any of these other crappy towns all across the games we've seen haven't had one? So
well, I could see them making a bigger map and then adding some kind of like you can ride a Brahmin.
what would be cool?
Hmm.
So Miami, but you get like like a canoe or a kayak or something.
Oh, and you just go up and down the coast.
So yeah, I'm saying like because Miami's got like islands, and it's kind of like they got little bridges
Oh, okay.
connecting them, but like
Those-
instead of having to walk across 3 islands and walk up and around, you can just take your little canoe, paddle over to take as the crow flies, or I guess as the crow boats, you
Yeah.
know,
It's the
right to where you want to go.
Because they have a boat in Fallout 4 that you ride on.
I think they have one in Fallout 3 too. To get to one of the DLCs.
Oh yeah.
Talking about the
Yeah.
Far Harbor in Fallout 4.
They do have the Far Harbor. I forget what let me look up the Fallout 3
That's not
DLCs.
really like getting on the boat though. That's just clicking X, like a fast travel.
Yeah,
option.
but I'm just saying like they exist in the universe.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
Point Lookout, that's what it is.
And they're yeah,
In
because
Fallout
New
3.
Vegas there was also a quote unquote vehicle. It was the train.
Hmm.
If you got that far in the NCR.
Yeah. Well, I mean that makes sense, but like why not just fast travel? Like me as the player, get on a train, fast travel, I don't care. As long as I get there.
Well,
You
that'd
don't
be
want to
cool
break
if
your
you
immersion and fast travel.
yeah, that'd be cool if you could ride the train and like the train like it stops at stops at specific stations, and there
Well, that's what I'm
might be
saying. Is that's
raiders
less
there.
useful than just popping up to where I want to go. You know.
But it's faster, doesn't break your immersion.
I feel like fast travel didn't really break my immersion. I just wanna, like, I don't want to say you're getting punished for walking all over the place, right?
Yeah,
But
you're
you
being
know, you're
rewarded
not.
with combat.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also a huge time sink just walking all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
What if they added the train, but it cost money to fast travel?
I don't know.
Because Fallout 76, it doesn't cost you like hundreds of caps. It's like all you want to get from one side of the map to the other, 25 caps.
Hmm. That could be useful, especially because like in the early game, you know,
I
it's kind of
need
ridiculous. You just one side of the map to the other is
Yeah.
free. You know, just costs you time, but you got unlimited time.
You run from one side of the map to the other one time. Cool, you can go almost anywhere now.
Yeah. Along the way, you unlock all these fast travels. So
I need there to be less power armor.
it's kind of ridiculous in Fallout 4. I would agree.
Because like all the power armor is like it's pre-war,
Yeah,
excluding the Enclave because they kind of existed a little bit after the war.
yeah.
But like
So I like the power core system,
I like that too.
but I think they need like power armor training, like that how they used to have.
Yeah,
Oh, back in
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous. Like you just show up in the first mission, and it's like,
just jump into
yeah, man,
it.
here's a
And,
minigun and some power armor.
yeah, you're just some random guy. Well, you were like military, right?
yeah. In Fallout
You were a
4.
veteran, yeah.
So that
So
in that one it makes sense, but all these fucking raiders running around in power armor,
Yeah,
where did they
that
learn?
too.
I want
Yeah,
it
it's like
to
how
be-
come out on the other coast and down south, oh, everyone needs some special training, but everyone else, you know, up in Boston, just everyone knows how to do it, you know?
dude, Bostonians are just some badass
Yeah,
people.
well, hold on, this ain't Philly. You know,
Yeah, I
people aren't
figure
brawling over here.
if there was someone who would just naturally be born with power armor training, it's probably people from Philly,
Yeah.
or maybe some of like the rougher parts of New York.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If this was the Bronx, I'd be like, okay.
All right, these
and
guys
Chicago,
have
I'd
trained
be
their
like,
whole lives for this.
I get it. But like Boston ain't that bad of a place, you know?
Do you think fusion cells should be rechargeable?
You know, if you could like build up a settlement, if they
You could-
implemented it in the settlement system somehow, and then
Yeah,
they
there
let
was
you have
some
some
kind of
chargers,
a charging table or something.
yeah, I think I could get
But
down on that.
what if they would deplete? So like the first time it's a brand new, you get 100% usage. Then if you recharge it, it's down to 80%. And then maybe second time or it keeps
on
lowering
board
the
with
max HP that you get out of it
I could be on board with that
to show that
if
it's like deteriorating.
if there was some type of time thing.
That's what I think they should add. As
What do you
more-
mean? A time
Like-
thing?
I don't know. It takes an hour to get it to 80%.
Oh no! I'm talking like let's say that
Yeah,
you
but
know
I
a
know what you
full-
mean. Where like it depletes, like kind of like in Rust when like you get the red bar if you repair something.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing, but you don't get it instantly repaired. You know,
Oh, so you have to charge
you
it
have
up
to have
as
like
well.
six or seven of these hoes.
Oh yeah. I'm totally fine with like a charging
Yeah.
table, but I think
Yeah.
there should also be like a deterioration system.
I would agree. Then yeah,
That
that's
would
actually
be-
better than what I was. Just a normal charger.
I want them to flush out the base building more. I guess the settlement building.
You know, most people didn't get on board with the whole base thing.
My biggest issue is you have these limits, and also you couldn't remove everything. So like if you went into
Oh, yeah.
Sanctuary, like I don't want any of these shitty houses here. I want them all gone. You couldn't. The foundations would still be there. You couldn't get rid of the roads. There was some things you just couldn't get rid of. No, I want to be able to.
I mean, to be
delete-
fair, hold on. Foundations and roads, you need like some power equipment
Okay,
to
okay.
reasonably get rid of that.
So like at least let me like get rid of everything that doesn't require mass amounts of work. I also think it should take time to build stuff. So if you have like
Yeah,
four
I agree.
settlers there, you're not just gonna be able to throw down a house.
Yeah.
You like blueprint it up, and then like over the course of 3-4 in-game days, they build it up.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing is I don't like the if we're gonna do these weighting things, then the weight system can't affect that kind of stuff, you know?
What do you mean?
If it takes 4 in-game days, I'm just gonna hit the back button and wait 4 in-game days.
That's an option you could do.
That's what I'm saying is you can't let that happen. That's not cool.
Oh.
Yeah,
At
that's
least I
pretty
don't think
free.
so.
That doesn't
Yeah.
really no.
Same thing
to
with the
doing
power
that.
armors recharging, you know? Like that just defeats the whole purpose. It's just a hassle at that point.
Yeah, you just okay. Now I got to do this extra step. I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally see that.
What if they took out the weight system?
I don't think I.
What? No, don't take out the weight system. What?
What do you guys use the weight system for? It's like
I
I
talk
just
about how much stuff you can carry.
no. Like back weight, like wait X amount of time.
Oh.
Is that not what we're talking about?
That's what I thought we were talking about.
Oh, I thought he was talking about like how much stuff you can carry, as in weight.
No, I meant time.
Okay. I normally do it.
I was gonna say I feel like I don't use that like
No.
almost ever.
I mean, if I'm waiting for a shop to open,
Okay,
Gotta wait.
yeah, that's
Gotta wait for that.
That's like the only thing I think I would usually do.
So if you
I think that then occasionally there will be like a quest where it's like wait 3 in-game days. All right, hit the back button 4 times. You know.
well, it's where you take that the time passing system out, and then if you really want time to pass, you can sleep.
Well, then it's just like an extra step on top of an extra step.
Fine, you can only sleep for X amount of time.
Okay.
Which I'm trying to think, if you play Fallout 4 Hardcore, do you require sleep?
You do.
Okay.
Pretty sure, at least.
I know you need food, water, atmosphere.
I think sleep. If not, then it's like your stats are degraded if you don't sleep.
That might be it. Take sip from trusty Vault 13 canteen. Just moving on.
All right, so moving on. Microsoft. It seems like just the crossover week at Microsoft, right? They got Mammals and Halo.
Juneteenth.
They've got the Halo Pelican in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and they've got Hot Wheels and Forza all in this week. Is there any type of game crossover or some type of crossover into gaming that you would like to see? Because I don't know what's going on at Microsoft this week, where they just got all these crossovers going on, right? But I was kind of weirded out, honestly. I don't know if they did it on purpose or what, but
I don't.
those seem like two big, franchises
I don't think there
doing more
is.
than one crossover.
There's nothing that I can think of, at least. At least with the
Okay.
games that we play.
Yeah.
Like, there's no crossover I want to see in Hell Let Loose.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Same kind of thing. I don't really know how you would put in.
Like I really like the Rust Gary's Mod crossover.
Sure with the
That's
the
pretty
tool
cool.
gun.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever used the tool gun.
There's actually a couple of Face Punch crossovers. There's the Chippy machine you can get in Rust, which is a little arcade machine. There's the Clatter helmet, which is just a helmet. It's not very good, and the obviously the Gary's Mod tool gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are pretty cool, I guess. But
Wasn't the tool gun OP for some reason at a point in time?
So I remember Garth. What he would do
so,
is he could like adjust things or whatever, or repair them from further distances.
yeah, I think the tool gun has a little bit more range on it than a hammer does.
Alright. It's cooler.
So you know what I would like to see?
What would-
Some type of Grand Theft Auto Star Wars crossover.
Ooh,
So like that I think it's episode 3. Or it could be, I don't know which one it is, but like they're like having that like high speed chase through the city. Imagine just being like a Star Wars criminal, like GTA style. I think that'd be pretty baller. I don't know what
The-
kind of galactic justice system they got, but it seems like I'd like to give my hand at being a galactic criminal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I could get
I was
behind
kind
it.
of I was thinking like Star Wars
You could
GTA or
you could
like
be like Han
Rick and
Solo.
Morty
You could
GTA.
you could be smuggling
Yeah,
stuff
that's what
through
I'm saying.
on the Millennium Falcon. That could be cool.
Yeah, because all the Star Wars games we got now are just like, oh, you're fighting the Empire and they're kind of kicking your ass because they're the Empire. You know? Now I would like to give my chance, get a chance to be a criminal.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Don't give them ideas.
Or shark cards.
You know, aren't they? I thought they were going to be done with EA. I could be wrong. Or is that FIFA I'm thinking of?
You're thinking of FIFA.
Oh, okay. Well, Disney needs to stop working with EA, but I do got a pretty wholesome dog story to tell you guys though.
Ooh.
So I was walking so I have a long day. Had a long day, not gonna lie, right? I had to wake up early to go shopping to buy a webcam because I got an interview tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
They told me make sure my camera works, so I bought a new camera because my dog ate my last camera.
Damn. I was thinking about this just the other day because I
Yeah.
disassembled my whole setup when I was at my
Yeah.
folks' place. I still have that camera you gave
Oh yeah.
forever. That's the one I use
Good.
for live
You know,
streaming
honestly,
and everything.
webcams like for live streaming, it's just a little tiny thing in the corner. So like, you could have like a 480p webcam, and I'm sure it's gonna
Yeah.
look fine.
There
for the
are
vast majority of
some like some of the big Twitch streamers like Jericho and a bunch of they use like a whole DSLR camera setup. and it's
Which
ridiculous
for them, they probably stream at like 4K,
yeah.
so they
Plus
can't use
sometimes
like a
they do
crappy
like
camera. But like they need like a 1080p camera, you know.
yeah.
So
I tried.
Which also makes sense because sometimes they do like their faces the show.
that too.
You know, they'll do
that too.
a
That
React
makes
stream
sense.
or whatever. So
Yeah. So okay. I was like, I woke up. I wasn't mad or anything, but I knew I had a lot of stuff to get done, so I wasn't in the mood for like messing around, right? So I get back from the store, and I feed my dogs. Then I'm gonna take them on a walk, right?
They are your dogs.
And
yes.
what's up?
They're your dogs, yes.
So
Oh,
I'm working on training them because they've been pulling a little bit, and some smaller people they don't like the dogs pulling so much because they're getting pretty strong, right? So I'm walking, and my dog sees its favorite kid at the playground, and just goes nuts. She starts pulling like crazy, right?
she said
The
a favorite
collar
kid.
breaks. What?
She said a favorite kid.
She's got a favorite
Child.
kid. Yeah,
Okay.
she likes to play with, and the little clip on the collar just snaps, right?
Oh.
And I'm sitting there holding the leash, like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I got the leash and collar in hand. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. The dog just takes off, and, like, the kid starts running. And my dog is so fast, it's doing laps around the kid while it's running. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Like, I'm not getting this dog under control until it decides to get under control, right?
Yeah.
So then, after it does a couple laps around the kid while it's running, it jumps in the mud puddle.
Oh.
Starts rolling around in the mud puddle, right? As dogs do. And then it comes back after like 45 seconds, right? It's had its little fun. It's ready to go home. So I was dealing with the muddy dog this morning, and she had to get hosed down, and she was not a fan of it. I wish I got it on camera, but I knew you would enjoy it.
I do enjoy a good dog story.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was this?
The big one, Watson.
Ah, the good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's like 60 pounds now.
A little bit of a thickie.
She's getting thick. My last question: Have you guys been on social media and been seeing this Andrew Tate guy?
No.
I have
'Cause-
no idea who that is.
Okay. I don't know.
So
It just
quick
seems like a guy
Google.
who's a lot like Brooks, kinda. Who's just like super toxic, but also I can't tell if he's joking, but he's also gonna be like the next Thai Lopez.
Oh, this guy is a fighter?
Well, I think he is a kickboxer, but
Yeah,
isn't
that's
Thai
what I'm-
Lopez like the
The I read one book
Knowledge.
a day. Yep.
Yeah, because he's on like TikTok and all these little video apps talking about like not being a pussy and stuff.
Okay.
Like he'd be like, I only give CPR to hot females. None of my friends are pussies. They would never have a heart attack in front of me. What the fuck's wrong with you, bro? Get up, get to drink. I know I'm not the only one he's getting recommended to in my feed. Because other people at work are getting them too. And I'm like, dude, what is going on with this? I didn't know if you guys had them or not, but...
I'm watching one of his videos with subtitles on.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude,
my
what?
God.
Like, one of his things, like, so he's like, you have to act rich or whatever, right? If you want to be rich. So he's like, oh, invite all your friends over. Have them over for a drink. And pour them out. Get some sparkling water. He's European, right? So he's like, get some sparkling water. Say, oh, it wouldn't hurt to have a glass of water. He talks like that,
I
too.
would
He
like
needs
to
some
state the
braces.
fact
I
he was
hate-
born in the United States.
What?
He was born in the United States.
Okay, well, he talks with a British accent.
Yeah.
According to
talks about
this,
London.
currently he lives in Romania.
He does live in... I'm not even going to get into that, right? But he's like, pour all your friends out a glass of sparkling water. And if any of them point out the sparkling water, never talk to them again. Oh, there's bubbles, the bubbles. They're not going to kill you. And I'm like, man, what? Like, no shit, it's not going to kill you, but like, that's clearly not just water. So like,
If
I didn't know if
come
you guys
over
are getting
and
them in
you
your
pour me
feed, but I don't know
sparkling
what's going
water,
on with it.
I'm going to
What?
pour it out.
Dude, that's what fancy people drink.
I don't
Yeah.
care. It's disgusting.
I
Well, not
also
only
don't,
that, but it's like-
I also don't like it.
He said, if anyone points it out, never talk to him again. And I'm like, man, you're the one who fucking poured out this weird ass water. Didn't tell
Nappy
anyone.
ass water.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm looking at the comments on one of his videos. People support this.
So I was looking into why these videos are all over the place, right? So he's got this course he's selling called Hustlers University.
Okay.
And what you're gonna want to do is go on there and do enter code archives media. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, so what he
Actually
does,
partnered with Andrew Tate.
yeah, no. So what he does is he hired a bunch of people, right? And what he will give you a kickback if anyone uses your link. So he allows you to use all of his video clips. So there's just like thousands of people posting Andrew Tate clips all over the internet, right? And they're all just like, oh, sign up for Hustlers University. Sign up for Hustlers University. And like he's just getting like all the money from this, and those people are getting like a 20% kickback. Which I thought was kind of brilliant, I'm not gonna lie, but gosh, is this guy annoying. And like, I want to just scroll past it so the algorithm doesn't like keep giving me more. But then he'll say something ridiculous like, I don't know. He's just saying something ridiculous like, if I ever have kids, I'm gonna make sure they're poor. They're never gonna have any electronics. They're gonna be bored as shit. And I'm gonna say, what are you doing? Why are you bored? Do push-ups. You've got push-ups to do. I mean, what?
He's got a point.
Yeah. Yeah, right. So, I didn't know if you guys were getting any of this, but I had to look into it, because I was like, man, why is there like 1 million accounts reposting this guy's clips? Like, there's way better people that you could repost clips up to get some views, right?
Like Archives Media.
You could repost us. Hey, repost us all you want, man. For real.
Alex Jones, Wings of Redemption.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, what? Wings of Redemption clips are like
Are you-
way more entertaining.
Bro. Are you familiar with the New York Times thing?
Yeah, there's a guy at work who I said, look here, look, listen. And he's like, are you a Wings fan? I was like, oh, no.
Oh,
So me and that guy, we've been saying pimp to each other for like the last 2 weeks.
What's up, pimp? Oh.
Yeah. Real talk.
Oh, is this like a boom? I know you work with a lot of boomers. Is this a
No,
boomer or is he like a younger
this is
guy?
a young guy.
Okay. I can just imagine you and some like 50-year-old just big up, pimp.
No, he every time he's got a question about anything, I was like, oh, you got to try. Have you tried appearing offline?
Does he hit you back with look it just appearing offline?
Yeah, he's
just
like,
now."
look here, look, listen. I've been appearing offline. That shit don't work.
Okay.
Moving
All right,
on.
that's it. That's all I got.
All you got.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so really quick, just one more thing actually on where'd it go? On Andrew Tate, actually.
Yeah.
You guys want to know one thing that I guarantee this motherfucker definitely does not understand?
Bitches.
I think there's lots of things this guy doesn't understand.
Well, you
What
want
are
to know one of the major things I think he will not even grasp the concept of?
What's that?
A VPN service.
Okay.
Specifically, ExpressVPN. Because they've so graciously decided to sponsor us. Basically, what ExpressVPN does is it encrypts your internet access and provides an anonymous IP address so that you can browse the internet securely. With all the security issues created by hackers, censorship, ISPs providing Jesus Christ, spying on your user activity, your online security has never been more threatened or important. ExpressVPN provides an easy-to-use service that protects your online activity. Don't risk your online safety, guys. Get the VPN service we use and trust using the link in the description.
So one of the other most ridiculous things, right? This guy's got a Bugatti,
Oh my
but
god.
I hate his accent so much. He says a Bugatti. It grinds my gears. But the ridiculous thing is, right? So like in Romania, you're only allowed to have guns at gun ranges, right? So I guess he claims that his house is registered as a gun range, so that's why he has guns there. Which it just seems like Romania is a pretty corrupt country by his account of things, but that's besides the point.
Just moving on.
All right, what do I got? Hold on, I got. Nope, that's the wrong tab. Okay, too many tabs open.
How many?
So, too many. So one thing that I kind of was going to jump in. You said the whole mix-up week at Microsoft earlier, right, Jordy? You were talking about how it's...
Seems like a crossover week, yeah.
Well, there's just a bunch of crazy shit going on at Microsoft. As a matter of fact, did you know that Microsoft finally laid Internet Explorer to rest?
I heard about that.
Today, Wednesday,
Yeah.
June 15th,
Well,
22.
I would
Internet
say
Explorer's finally been put to bed.
you?
What?
Oh, well, yeah, it's Wednesday for me. Whatever, I'm the only one that matters. Best Coast, West Coast.
I think it's West Coast, Best Coast.
Shut up.
We'll let you get a
you know what?
shot at that.
Anyway, there's a little stat here. What percentage do you guys think of internet users use Google Chrome? Obviously, the best
Like
browser.
today?
Yeah.
86.9.
I was gonna say at least 80%.
According to this, 67%.
Really?
Come on.
Opera GX out there running the cuts.
Under 10% use Safari. Just over 9% use Microsoft Edge. And then Firefox and Opera come in at 8% and 3%. So Opera is 3%.
Wait, there's more people using Edge than Firefox?
Those are the
Yeah,
same people
according-
that drive a PT
Oh,
According to this.
gosh. So I can understand Safari. That just means you're a Mac user, right?
Yep.
But like, oh my gosh. Oh. Right in the heart. Oh man, that hurts.
It's almost as bad as using Linux.
No. That's completely different. That's completely different.
Same thing.
Look here. Look. Listen. Linux is clearly the superior operating system
Then why don't you use it still?
because these inferior developers don't know how to develop for Linux.
No.
Yes.
Moving on.
Moving on. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, so a little update on the whole China, taking their kids off of the internet thing.
Okay.
China's my shtick, you commie.
Shut up! This is mine now. You've been China. There was an announcement the Chinese government made. Children, so under 18, they are no longer going to be able to tip for live streams, like for donations. That's just not a thing you'll be able to do anymore.
Oh no.
Anyone watching live stream content on a children's, credentials or whatever, gets locked out after 10 p.m. And apparently their other statement was that the platforms for these services need to amp up their security on this. They got to crack down.
No.
For what?
I don't know. Presumably,
So-
if you don't do
Gulag?
this, we're not gonna.
So Twitch and YouTube
We're
need
gonna-
to age check every single person that uses it, and when they're Chinese, make sure they're not on after 10 p.m. China time.
Yeah, presumably, this is if you don't do this, we're gonna ban your website in our country, and you're gonna lose out on all this ad money.
Oh no. Half the ads we can't run in China anymore? Oh no.
You know, that's the thing, though, is like, China holds a lot of power over American companies.
Yeah, no, seriously, they.
Because,
They
Red
have-
Dawn, the new one?
Who?
Yes.
So, like, they had North Korea invade the United States in the movie, right? Do you know why it was North Korea?
Is it because the Chinese got mad?
Exactly. Because, like, right, so I was wondering that during the movie. I was like, how the hell are the North Koreans gonna get, like, all these motherfuckers, like, without us even knowing, they got, like, Soviet-era aircraft. They're just gonna, like, invade the United States one day. I'm like, dude, who thought this was, like...
Whose radar did not pick up a Soviet era airplane?
Yeah, I was like, who wrote this, right? So what it was is they wrote the movie as if China was doing it, right? Because okay, China makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be like, oh, well, hey, what about the Navy, right? But that's neither here nor there. I could be like, oh, okay, China's a big country. They're kind of a global superpower. They got a lot more people than us. Hey, maybe they're just, a lot of them are getting shot down or whatever, right? But I was like, North Korea? I'd be amazed if they made it here, let alone we're able to airdrop troops into Colorado,
I'd be surprised if one, they had airplanes that made it, two, they had parachutes that worked.
Yeah, so that's what, because, companies will self-censor themselves. That way that, it's better that they do that than have China come after them.
Wasn't the
Like
first Red
Xi
Dawn
Jinping.
Russians?
What's up?
Wasn't the first Red Dawn the original Russians?
It was.
Okay.
Because that actually made sense. Somewhat.
At the time, yeah.
At the time,
I
exactly.
think so, actually. Because I think that was during the
Yeah, it was.
Cold War.
I know they're Russians, but, whether it makes sense is up for debate.
There's a scare tactic by the U.S. government in 1984.
All right.
The Cold War went on till the early 90s?
Yeah, man, ended in 91.
I don't know.
Well, Mr. Gorbachev tore down that wall.
I thought it ended like 85.
No,
Like a couple, I thought it was like tens of years before our existence on the planet.
no.
No, only 5s of years.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay. I got one more. As we kind of hinted at the very beginning, this whole Morbius deal. You guys know anything about this movie?
Morbius. Yes.
Jordy, you know anything about this
Never heard of
Morbius
her.
deal? All right, so Morbius is a Marvel superhero guy. I don't really know. He's a Marvel character that is owned by Sony.
Oh. I
Because
thought it was just a
Sony-
vampire movie.
No, because Sony owns some of Marvel, technically, I guess. For some reason. So they were like, all right, well, we're going to make our own superhero movies because we see all that money that Disney's getting and we want some of that. So they released this terrible movie.
Mhm.
But anyway, it made the first weekend. It made, let's see if it's like $70 million or something. 73.6 domestically. And then because people are realizing this is a fucking awful movie, it's so memeable. People were posting all of these memes about it, right? And so then these execs see it and they say, "Oh, our movie is trending on Twitter or trending wherever." And they don't think like, "Oh, let's look at why it's trending."
Yeah.
So they have the great idea. Let's re-release it over, I want to say, Memorial Day weekend. Was that the recent holiday?
Wait, when did this come out?
Just recently.
It came out on.
How are they
April 1st.
re-releasing it already?
Because they thought it would be a good idea.
Isn't a re-release? Oh, never mind.
They thought it would be.
They probably just threw it back into theaters, hoping it would.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And they branded it as a re-release. Oh, it came out back in April originally, and then they decided they wanted to. What?
How is that a re-release? Like
Anyway, so they wanted to re-release it, so they re-released it to a little over 1,000 theaters. And you want to know how much it made per theater?
Yes.
Roughly. So it made a total of $85,000 in that weekend. That's $85 a theater.
Our movie's so good, we're gonna throw it out there again. All right, guys. How much money do we make? About $1,000.
how much money did they lose on that?
Yeah, I don't. Let's see if there's a.
Yeah, if I was a theater, they'd be getting a bill. I tell you what.
The Morbius budget was $75 to $83 million, according to this one thing I just found on Google. And so it made money. Its total was like $170 million, which I'm kind of a little offended that this god-awful movie is
It's all these people trying to pre-order it.
Well, hey, real talk though. Like maybe it could be like the groundwork for a good franchise, you know?
That's kind of what they were trying to do. I think they were trying to create their own little like.
So maybe they're playing the long con here. Have you seen South Park made a whole like couple episodes on superhero franchises?
I haven't seen them.
Friends.
It's a pretty good couple episodes there. It's at first you start off by like introducing the main characters with their own episodes. Then in the second act you can start, getting together. And then in the third act is when you sell out and make crappy movies.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Basically it.
Yeah.
Speaking of selling out, hold on, I gotta. Okay, yeah. So speaking of selling out and talking about the the whole Marvel movie kind of formula type thing, we actually are at the part of the episode where I sell the outro.